Hello.
Um,
This is part two of the games for 2024 that we didn't rank in part one because it turned out I forgot to play most. I didn't play most of the bangers till the end of the year. I played X Defiant, Sons of the Forest, and JJK Curse Class
yeah,
instead
all the
of
peak. Where do I even begin?
Where do
Yeah,
I
this is
even begin? I'm giving her
I.
S
All right,
tier. S tier.
this
Every
is.
It does
You can go.
everything. It does everything Overwatch should do. I have an argument. I think I'm having more fun with Marvel Rivals than I did with Prime Overwatch. And I'm not even lying.
I agree. I think the characters are a lot more fun. I think I had more fun with Prime Overwatch though, specifically because just the time it was.
I guess.
Everyone sucked at the
But it's
game,
like
but like
I don't know. I didn't
I think
grind back
Marvel
then.
Rivals is a much more fun game.
To be fair, I didn't grind back then, so I don't know fully. But Rivals is amazing. I main Psylocke. Who do you main? You want to tell them who you main?
Uh, Loki.
Yeah. So the game's just really fun. It's everything a hero shooter should be. The only thing I'll say the only thing actually it's not even a thing because every character is broken, so no character is broken except if you play Storm. I'm so sorry, you're just not good.
Yeah,
But
Storm and Iron Man both the flyers suck so bad in this game.
Jarvis, clip that.
Jarvis, clip that.
I love the
The thing
Jarvis.
is with the Flyers is literally it's either they're just gonna get like they're just gonna bully everybody because they don't have any good options to deal with them, or there's literally somebody with a hit scan weapon on the other team and you just get like beamed out the sky the second you show your face.
See, as a Psylocke main, I just go into the sky using my dashes and then destroy beam them in a second.
Yes, because Psylocke's such a cool character.
Psylocke, I do like Psylocke. I like the X-Men. I liked Psylocke before Rivaled. See, people are starting to like characters like, I like Magneto. I like this character. I like that character. But that's only because Rivals is making them cool. I liked the characters before Rivals, except for Luna Snow. I had no idea who she was.
Yeah,
Actually,
no,
no, no. I
she was
remember
part of the game
she's part.
that they made beforehand.
Actually, no. I remember one thing about Luna Snow. That's only because I'm pretty sure she teamed up with Spider-Man or somebody, and
No, she
that's
has
it.
one comic. It's literally they made a game on her, and that's why she's in
Uh,
the same studio.
okay. Well, I thought she teamed Spider. Anyway, Tekken 8. This is also certified S tier banger.
Character customization,
Character customization is a special thing. We spent quite a bit of time making some goofy characters. I
and
mean,
they're all peak.
they're all peak. I'm in Leon Kennedy personally. Who do you main? Oh no, you main
Yeah,
Dora. You main Dora, right?
yeah. I mean Dora.
So if for any Leon Kennedy, I made with Jin. So that's the whole joke. I generally it's a really good game. I think the best thing Tekken 8 does over all the other Tekken games is that for newer players, it has more of a like ease of accessibility. While like Tekken 7 had like you press that one button and the menu can have four things for four techniques. Now you press a menu button, but instead of just four techniques, it's like a bunch. It's just directionals, which I think makes it a lot better for new
Yeah, it's
players.
just directionals plus button. It's not
Yeah,
all the techniques you can do, so obviously at higher skill levels you're not going to be using that. It's more of just like a quick access thing. So if you're just trying to start the game, you don't have to learn how to do some of the because like Tekken has crazy inputs.
oh yeah, I think like Jin has 200, but but I will say like I do like I don't remember what's called like the heat mode when you press R1 that's on PlayStation. You do like you turn like a whitish aura, clearish aura, and then you get like a buff plus a special move, which I think is nice. It's just a
It is
lot
nice.
of good things, and then all the characters are just fun. It's just a fun game. Next, we got Star Wars Hunters. I'm probably one of the only three people who
I
played
heard
this.
such wonderful things about this game though.
I'll say it's D tier, but it's like an I don't know how to say it. It's like a mandatory D tier. Like realistically, okay, it is a mobile game that was ported onto Switch. That's the only reason I played it was on Switch. For a mobile hero shooter, it's actually pretty good. I will say I'd rather play this than Overwatch, but I don't think that's much of a competition. But it's like okay, it's nothing special. It's just like a bland Star Wars hero shooter, and it's just all right. I mean, I guess if you want to play hero shooter, you're on the go. It's good, but you'd also be
Yeah,
connected to Wi-Fi. But I guess you could if you're like on your phone data, and if you're on your Switch, if you're at like a hotel or something. So it's fine. It's nothing special. Like I wouldn't go out of my way to play it, but it's like if I'm bored and I want a hero shooter, I would play it. Oh, holy peak. Holy
holy
peak.
peak.
Silent Hill 2's S tier. Probably the best on this list so far. I love Silent Hill 2. I have my copy literally over. You know what? Entertained them for like 2 seconds.
Hi, I love Limbo's Company. Silent Hill 2 is good.
Okay.
I haven't
You
played it
don't have
yet,
to.
but
You don't have
it
to.
looks a lot of
You
fun.
don't have to entertain it. Actually, I have my. I just picked up the batch. I got my Silent Hill 2 here. Oh, and this is more proof that look Tekken 8. But Silent
Tekken
Hill
8.
2. This game is so good. This is so good.
Did you finish
Um,
it?
I'm like halfway through it. It nails everything perfectly. The atmosphere, all that. It has like the Resident. They were kind of Resident Evil fied it, if that makes sense. You played the remake for two, right?
Yes, I
It's kind of
did.
like that style of gameplay because both Silent Hill 2 original, Resident Evil 2 original, had like the fixed perspectives
Oh yeah,
where you like just walk in the hallway. It was a bit annoying because you couldn't change camera. And, like if you went to a different area, you had to change which way you're holding stick to go forward. But they do like the same thing now with the third person kind of. It's really good. Silent Hill 2. The atmosphere is good. I'm like it's like a horror atmosphere and it's constant. It's like tension the entire time. The story's obviously Silent Hill 2. It's really good, really good. I just can't wait for a Silent Hill 3 remake because that's my favorite Silent Hill game. Oh, holy peak metaphor.
is this another S tier?
This is another S tier. This is my game of the year. I love metaphor. I think metaphor is Shin Megami Tensei if it was mixed with Persona. Obviously, they're all made by Atlas, but I think it's done so perfectly. It takes like the best parts of both games. It takes like the social links and all that from like Persona, but then the combat from Shin Megami Tensei. And I've always loved Shin Megami Tensei combat more, just because of the way it's done. I think the one thing with Persona combat is like the switching, like tagging out different characters and having the one mores for a specific character. I think it's like a bit broken sometimes, and I love the style of Shin Megami Tensei more, where it's just the next party member goes again. You just get an extra turn, so that it doesn't guarantee you like a crit or whatever or a super effective move next time, what I think is nice. But Metaphor, first of all, the art style is amazing. Like it's a beautiful game. The fact that they got it, I think it's like 60 gigabytes if I'm correct. The fact that it's like only 60 gigabytes is crazy because it generally looks amazing. I love how all the party members can change their roles. You can have a healer or brawler or whatever. That's just very fun to use. It reminds me of original Persona, Revelations, Persona 1, where all your party members can switch personas. It's just really nice. I love the rank up system with the classes too. Every class has three ranks, I think, except for healer or merchant. I think merchant has two and healer has two. And then the music saw is phenomenal. Every character fully voice act everything. There may be some lines that aren't, but for the most part it is. And it's just really nice. And I love the way that to do side quests and stuff, like certain ones that you have to go dungeons, traveling takes days. It's not like Persona where or like it's not like Persona where go into you go into like let's say Mementos and you spend half a day and you go back and you can only like sleep. No, you can like it takes a few days to travel. Like for example, if you travel Second City, it takes like 4 days, but you can do stuff during those 4 days. There's one day where you have a battle, you can like raise stats and all that. It's really good. I love Metaphor, my game of the year. Anyway, TCG Card Shot Simulator, B tier.
Yeah, I just saw the donkey video on this. I don't know much about it.
I mean, it's not like great, but it's like I shall put A tier. It's just a nice little shop management game. Um, it's just card shop manager. It's just like like every other kind of like management game, like the funny green stuff, simulator shop simulator or like
Yeah.
gas station simulator. I mean, it's just nice. And it's also I do actually like this prefer this one too, because this has the mechanic of you opening cards and selling individual cards, which seems really cool. Because there's a card shop around where we live. I don't know if you've ever been to it, but it's nice. But it's like I actually need to go back there now that I have the money, because I need to buy. They have this box at this card shop, right? And it's the original deck for Sabrina from Gen 1, and Sabrina is my favorite gym leader in Gen 1. So I need that.
You need it.
I need it. It's like $300, and I have that. Anyway, you can talk about this one.
Nine Soul is S tier.
Alright,
I think above Tekken 8.
above Tekken
If
8.
you like Metroidvanias, play this game. It is phenomenal. It's I won't say it's like Hollow Knight because it's very parry based instead of
It's
dodge based,
that's more like
but
Sekiro. 2D
it's
Sek.
more like Sekiro. It's a Metroidvania, but it relies heavily off of parrying. It is a very fun game with a very good story, and how they do most of their cutscenes is they do it in manga form. So if you like manga stuff like that, it is cool to see it in such a style. I think this is might be like a top 20 game for me, so you should definitely play it.
I do want to play. I know Critical said it was the indie game of the year, and that he was.
I think it is indie game of the year.
See, I know
Actually,
actually
no, Wukong does not count as an indie game. I just
Wukong
never
is
heard of
a
that studio
triple A
before in my
game.
life. I just
Well, it's
never
not
heard the
triple
studio in
A.
my life.
Well, okay,
Yeah, it is. I
Sega.
just never heard of the studio in my life.
Okay, no, it's weird because Sega, Konami, and whoever made Wukong, while their games are like $60, $70, they're not considered triple A. Triple A is considered like Ubisoft and stuff. I don't know. I think it's just
Oh
because
my peak.
I think. Well, to be fair, I don't think this. I don't think Sega, who's been actually who actually released like crazy amount of games. I think all Sega's games were like 9 or 10s this year across the boards, and then I don't think they want to be associated with AAA that with Suicide Squad killed a Justice League or Skull and
Yes,
Bones.
Skull and Bones is quadruple A though.
Oh yeah, Skull and Bones. I forgot. It's the first quadruple A game, and it sucks ass. Content warning. We played this. I'd
I
say
think it's an A or B tier,
I'm gonna say A tier. It's just fun. It's just you get a group of friends together, you goof around. Occasionally they're screaming.
and
And
then you get murdered.
occasionally, we knock somebody off the edge. But yeah, it's just a nice fun game. Oh, this is S tier too. I have it with me right here. Right here. I actually did the reverse cover. So Sega did this really cool thing where they have the English cover on one side and a Japanese cover on their side because people like the Japanese cover more. So they did that so that you could choose whichever one you want. I don't have to say in Japan, but everyone's choosing the Japanese cover because it's so good. But yeah, this game is S tier, very fun. Um, it's Shadow Hedgehog. I will say, I think the one thing I would say that kind of brings down this game a bit is that from like top three of this year is the fact that it's just short. The shadow part. It's like a solid 10-hour game for like $40. I think I got it 30. But it's like also just Shadow Generations took me like an hour and a half to beat. Sonic Generations is longer. Sonic takes like 6 7 hours. That's my only complaint. It's short, but the game is beautiful. The gameplay is just fun because it's Sonic. I love all the stuff about it. I love like all the kind of like hints to the lore. Shadow's story was beautiful. I felt really bad for him at the end of Generations. Sonic stuff is of course Sonic Generations, so it's really good. And of course the music is banger. And I love the inclusion of like they brought Sonic 06 into this game, which I think is really funny. But the Sonic 06 levels were really good. Also, when you buy the
Wait,
game,
can you fly? Can you fly in them just like Sonic 06? Is are
no,
the loading
no,
screens
no,
two
no,
minutes?
no, the loading should not 2 minutes. But what's
I feel
interesting is Shadow Generations does something that not a lot of games do anymore, and they give you a little bonus thing in the I don't. Oh, okay. I don't think that's supposed to be on there. That's an inventory code, but just in case, they give you Gerald Robotnik's notebook, and it has like a bunch of like writing and stuff, which I think is really cool. It's just all like Sonic lore of pictures and things. And not a lot of games do that. So like here, you got Maria and Shadow learning in the classroom, and Shadow's looking mad and raising his hand, and Maria's like, "I want to answer the question." And it's just nice. It also comes with like a little bonus thing in here, which I think is nice. You get classic Sonic. We could also there's also new Sonic 3 movie level, which is kind of cool too. And I think it's just really good. Next is Shadow of the Erd Tree, which isn't technically a game, but it's on here, so I'm gonna rank it S tier.
Did you play it?
I'm playing it.
All
I'm
right.
closer to completion, but it's just really good. Um, it's Elden Ring 1.5, Elden Ring 1.5 is a good it's really good. I again no there should have been no like reason it should have been even nominated for Game of the Year. It's a
Yeah, I think it's
DLC.
dumb that it could get nominated. I mean, it's a long
What
DLC,
I would
but like,
say
it's
yeah.
not another
What I
game.
would say is what the Game Awards should do is have a DLC of the year like part. So like
Like an expansion pass of the
yeah,
year or
like
something.
a DLC of the year, so like the best DLC can win. And I think Shadow of Erdtree would 100% win that this year because Shadow of Erdtree is just really good. Um, like the bosses are all fun, the weapons, the environment actually, I'd say the environments in Shadow of Erdtree are better than base Elden Ring, especially like that jungle one, or not the like the really like for like grass one where there's it's just really good. But would I call it best game of the year? No, because it's DLC. And yeah, I guess I could rate Zenless Zone Zero. Only played like a bit of it. It's all right. It's just it's Hoyover. It's what?
It's Hoyo versus Gunner bait.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like fine gameplay. Uh, I will say this game when I played it, the gotcha system isn't nearly as bad. Like nowhere as bad as Genshin Impact. Genshin Impact just has the
I would also
worst
like to remind you
gotcha ever.
that you have played for about an hour, and a lot of gacha games reward players heavily for like the first 5 hours and then drop off hard. So
I
you might
do.
just not hit that point yet.
Yeah, but I do know somebody in my class at school who actually does play um all three of the games heavily, and she says that the other two games are way better with rewards than Genshin Impact.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
To be fair, I think the reason Genshin Impact's probably the worst is just because the amount of stuff you can upgrade. And also because I think it's more about like the gameplay than the gambling, but gambling's addictive, so everyone wants to gamble.
Yeah, the gambling is how they make money.
But yeah, that's it. That's the finished 2024 games list. If you compare it to this one, oh, there's me. But you can see they were like four S
I think I
tiers,
seen a video.
oh, three A tiers, two B tiers, and the rest are like C's below. We have
Where's
a
Concord?
Concord. We made like a new tier for it, and I don't even know what it was called. Let's
Yeah,
see.
it was the peak tier.
It was unplayable because you can't play it anymore.
No. Yeah, well, you can't play it
Okay,
anymore. They shut it down because it
realistically,
was too good. They tried to
realistically,
silence
okay,
Concord,
realistically, Concord is C tier. It's just that nobody wanted it. It's a hero
and
shooter
no
that
one was paying $60 to get
it
it.
was 40, but still nobody was paying money in a land where Overwatch 2 is free, Rivals is free, Paladins is free. Like
Yeah,
and it's they're all free. The character designs just sucked, and the gameplay was just very mid. I mean, it was like there's nothing terrible about the game. It's just that it was nothing anybody wanted.
that
Like,
is true.
yeah, Rivals is everything people wanted from a hero shooter, and Concord was like, well, actually, Overwatch is the complete opposite. I actually have a hard judgment. I'd rather play Concord than Overwatch, just because Concord I don't have to pay $20 for a keychain.
That is true. And also, if I play Concord, I don't have three of my teammates sitting in spawn gooning.
True. Yeah, actually, that might have been the strat why they didn't make the characters like look good. They just made them all like fat and stuff and with terrible designs, so that people could actually focus on playing the game instead of
Yeah,
gooning.
because all the Overwatch fans are too busy gooning.
Exactly. I saw. Anyway, actually, let's not dive into this end of the video. Thank you for watching, bro. Like, subscribe, notification bell, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.
Bye.